So the thing you have to realize about feeling insecure about yourself or worrying about your image or how other people are viewing you, well, there's a couple things actually. The first thing is that everyone else is feeling the exact same way because, I mean, let's be honest, everyone worries about how people view them. And some people may seem like they're really confident and that they never worry about that kind of thing, but they're just better at hiding their insecurity than other people may be. And the second thing you need to realize is that there's no one analyzing you or watching you, like waiting for you to make a mistake. And when you do make that mistake, I know it seems like it's the end of the world and that, you're facing social rejection now, but in reality, no one even noticed that the mistake happened. Or if some people did, they're going to forget by like tomorrow because let's be honest, it wasn't that big of a deal. And the people that didn't notice because they were so worried about themselves and how they were being perceived that they didn't even notice you and the mistakes that you may have made or perceived yourself making. And me personally, I definitely do struggle with self image and how people perceive me. But thankfully, it's much less so than maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And that's because I realized that God designed me just the way I am, and He didn't make any mistakes in designing me. And me trying to be my own version of myself that I perceive as better doesn't bring Him any glory. And to bring Him glory, I should be myself and just not worry about me not being enough because He had, He very intentionally designed me. And additionally, people are going to just enjoy being around someone who's genuine and likes to keep it real with people much more than someone who's taking their personality based on whatever situation they may be in because they're so worried about impressing other people that they will just change who they are or who they're perceived to be depending on their situation. That's kind of my view on that, anyways. And if I were to say one thing to a girl who's struggling with her image or how people view her, I would say just don't, because you are amazing just the way you are. And God designed you with a purpose. And He definitely had a purpose for everything about you. And He didn't make any mistakes. So to bring Him glory is to just accept that. That's one of the ways that you can do that. And just be yourself without worrying about not being enough or how people may perceive you. And think about the coolest person you know, the person that you enjoy being around the most. My guess is that they're not worried about how people perceive them. They are comfortable enough with who they are that they can just be enjoyable to be around, and they're not worried about how you perceive them because they're probably focused on you instead, which is how we should be because, we're called to love other people. And how can we do that when we're so focused on ourselves that we can't really notice other people, if that makes any sense? So, since people like being around genuine people, why not just be a genuine person?